Hello my lovelies, it's Noel McInnes here, and in today's video I want to talk to you about perfectionism and procrastination because the two go hand in hand generally. Perfectionism is often a very powerful excuse used behind procrastination, and I understand that some people like to get things right, but it is very too often used as a way to stop people getting into action because they're a perfectionist and they're not ready to put it forward yet. But normally the truth is actually it's fear of failure. And so I want you to look at something that you've been talking about for a long time, but saying you just want to get it right and you're a perfectionist and that's why things haven't happened yet. And really deep down, notice the feeling inside your body when you think about putting it out and notice that most probably it's fear. So, perfectionism is best used when you've got a date set and you're in action. And I've been working with a client the last few weeks who's been talking about running seminars for a long time. But I said to him, you just got to set a date right now. Set a date, tell all your friends the date's set, and then all of a sudden, when you've got a deadline, things start happening. And you can bring that perfectionist attitude into the timeline. Because you can only really be, when you put all your hard work in and you look back and say, I gave it everything, there's no stress there. And there's no guilt or shame if things don't work out because you learn from the mistakes. And I learned this, as a young guy, I had a few fights, sort of 13 to 16, and I won the first one, sort of luckily, but the second two I lost because I went in there not to lose rather than to win, because I really had no fight in me. I wasn't a battler, and I gave up easily, and I didn't want to get knocked out in front of my mates, so I was scared of rejection. So I went in there and tried not to get knocked out rather than win. And so some years later I decided I'm going to go back to Thailand and I'm going to redeem these couple of fights where I know I didn't give everything, and I just decided that I was going to set a date and fight, and it didn't matter if I lost or got knocked out or anything, but I was not going to leave that ring unless I'd given everything. I was going to crawl out of that ring, or I was going to come out a winner. And it didn't matter to me either way. And as a result, I trained super hard. Every time that I was at the end of training and I knew I could easily give up, I thought, am I going to get to that fight and look back and say I didn't give everything in those training sessions? And so I trained super hard for 6 weeks. I even went there the first week I was there of the 6-week camp, I was there partying with my mates, and I used to get up every morning, go running on the beach for 6Ks and spew when I got back. And I was proud of myself because I was working so hard. It was the first time in my life I really worked hard for something. The point of the story is this. Whether I lost or not, I was going to look back and say I gave it everything. And in the same way, it's so easy to say I'm a perfectionist and that's why I'm not acting right now, but it's an excuse. And so you're better off to set a date, and set a date right now. Choose a date, tell all your friends, get on Facebook, make an event page, whatever that goal is you've been saying you're going to do, get on Facebook and tell everyone you're doing it, and then it's set, and then you've got skin in the game. And then people know you're doing it, and so you're forced into action. Because, I talk so much about mindset and changing your negative picture in your mind to positive, which people can learn how to do, but it's still easier than flipping to positive. It's still easier than that, just to do nothing and stay in a comfort zone. So realize that if you set a date and put skin in the game, you're forced into action, and then you can learn. Because you're only going to really learn through action. And real belief comes through action, not by mindset work, not by thinking about it. And you can sit back here and think, that might work out, and that might work out, and I'll do this, this, and this. But you never know until you get there. You might realize when you get there, actually, this is what I want to do. But you learn on the way. So, get into action, guys. Stop using your perfectionism as an excuse for not taking action right now. Choose a date, make it happen. That one thing you're procrastinating on for ages, and you've been saying you're going to do it, and you haven't done it, set a date, make it happen, and put that scary thought out and let everyone know it's going to happen, and then you're forced into action. Thank you for watching, guys. While I'm on this, we've got a men's retreat, and this is probably one of the couple of guys that come along, this is probably one of them. The businessman that is stepping out into a new business, or is branching out into to expand his business, and he knows logically what he needs to do, but he's not taking action. There's procrastination there, and I'll tell you that 90% of the time, procrastination is because of fear. So if you want to work through your fears and work through your challenges, we've got a men's retreat on August 19th. We've got 3 business and personal development coaches going along, and Andy Traff, Jacob Fletcher, and myself. And we're going to go through challenging your fears, putting you outside your comfort zone, but through action, changing the way you see yourself and see the world around you. If that sounds awesome to you, then get in touch via Facebook. Go to the website, link below. Until the next video, have fun, guys. Take action. And if you are taking action, post below what you're going to do. Speak soon. Bye.